TYT Sports locked out Ben and Rick. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Heat and Celtics, and we'll begin with the lead, as we probably ought to do a little more often, I got to be honest. Series is over. Done. It was pretty much over before it began. Celtics have a 0% chance of winning because everything went right for them last night. They got everything they needed, and it still didn't happen.
Not everything. I wouldn't say totally everything. One thing that didn't go for them was the huge no call with Wade fouling Rondo, and then they come down. Wade brings it up. LeBron penetrates. Haslam an easy two with a dunk.
Game for the Celtics had to be over before then. They scored 99 points, more points than the Heat have ever given up. The Celtics get past their massive offensive inefficiency. Ray Allen hits a couple of shots. He doesn't look like a bad Kyle Korver, which is essentially big three. Please. He's
better than Kyle Korver.
Not right now.
Not right now, but overall, I'd rather have him than Kyle Korver on the Bulls.
Yeah, if he's healthy. But no, I'd rather, and these guys aren't elite players. Garnett is still playing at elite level. Pierce and Allen aren't elite players. They get contributions from them. Allen didn't shoot that well, but
13 points.
Pierce didn't shoot that well, but they all end up contributing enough. They get this huge game from Rondo, 44. He plays all 53 minutes. What do you have, 32 in regulation? He had all 12 in overtime, or all
12
10.
in overtime.
Yeah, so he had 32 in regulation. They get the 99 points. The Heat are miserable in the first half, incompetent in the first half. They don't hit a shot. Dwyane Wade had 2 points at halftime.
Down as many as 15.
LeBron gets his second bucket with like 4 minutes to go in the first half, and Wade hadn't scored at that point. So that game needed to be over.
Yeah.
So I got it. Whatever, the no call, those things happen.
It was a big.
I got it, but they shouldn't have been there. Series is over. Series over. They got no chance. This team can't stay with the Heat.
Probably not. I mean, if you think about it, you would have to think that Miami would win this series up 2-0. I mean, I think it's happened once in Boston's franchise history. I think it was like 1969 is what I read. I mean, it's a rarity that it'll happen. This isn't the group that'll get it done.
No, this is not.
They don't have the supporting cast. Brandon Bass needs to put up 18 points like that one game he had. He's putting up 6 to 10 consistently.
Game 5 against the Sixers.
Right. I mean, they don't have a good enough supporting cast outside of their, you could say, big 3, big 4.
That's what I'm saying with the big 3. I mean, first of all, the big 3 excludes the best player on the team. He's the best player on the team. He's the third best player on the court, Rajon Rondo. He's a better player than Paul Pierce. He's a better player than Kevin Garnett at this stage.
Would you take him if you had to start over a franchise and you had to pick a point guard? Would you take him over any other point guard?
No, I mean, depending on, like, you factoring in age and everything. No, I'd take Kyrie Irving or John Wall probably first. But
over Rondo?
Yeah, probably. I mean, just for again, age and ability to improve, and the fact that
you would take him
even
over
after 44 points doesn't seem like he's going to be an elite. Like, the shooting is still a problem. He hit those big shots yesterday in overtime.
And it comes to that point where it's like, why can't he do that more?
Right. Well,
why can't he have that confidence in himself to start shooting that way more often?
The bet I loved yesterday, which I didn't make because gambling is illegal.
The bet or the bet?
The bet was Rondo, 26.5 points plus assists total. And I was talking about it with a guy at Current who also likes to fake gamble. And then I forgot to make it. And I mean, Rondo was at, I think, 27 points and assists at the end of the first half. The bet was won. Bet was won at halftime because the way the Celtics win, everybody says it. I mean, you watch ESPN, you watch TNT. This isn't sage analysis. Rondo can't just distribute the ball. He's got to score.
Oh, absolutely.
He's got to score with this team and so again, the big 3. Like, I get it. It's a way of referring to those guys, but those guys, Pierce and Allen, are not elite players. They're not anymore. They're not elite players.
I still think Garnett and Pierce are pretty elite.
I mean, I don't know what you're
playing at a pretty elite level. They are somewhat carrying the team along.
Is Paul Pierce one of the 25 best players in the NBA right now? No.
Who are the other 24?
I don't know, man. I don't have a list. But that's what I don't see it. I didn't see Garnett doing it during the year. I would say he's playing at that level in the playoffs, in the postseason.